Y'all come in. I want to go ahead and get started. This is day 83, a Young Thugger, YSL Rico trial. Now, I'm not gonna, it's two witnesses that I only want to hear their testimony. And that was the witness that was inside the barbershop and the witnesses that was outside. So I chose two guys that I want to go over their testimony. So yeah, y'all, this is your girl. You already know, Miss Lanita Gill, the scoop, and this is for entertainment, educational, news reporting, commenting purposes. Okay. And your reaction is something from the video. Don't try to listen to me eat or nothing like that. Stay focused on what's going on and what is said in the video. Okay, this is day 83. Let's get started.
Sergeant Brown, be sworn as witness, please, sir.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony and or statements you're about to give will be the truth?
Oh yeah, shout out to
See, get adjusted to the microphone.
Law and Order.
Close to the microphone.
Law and Crime.
First and last name is spelled
I said law.
Derek Wise, DerrickWise.
Good afternoon, Mr. Wise.
Good afternoon.
Where are you from?
Atlanta,
ATL.
Part of it.
West Side.
And where'd you go to high school?
Ain't but one high school, that's Booker T. Washington.
Booker T. Washington. All the way, baby. That's us. That's us. All the way, baby. Ain't no Doug. It's Washington. I like that.
Yes, sir.
Where did you go after you attended Booker T. Washington High School?
Went to Atlanta Technical Institute.
And,
Morris Brown.
graduated from there?
Yes,
When?
98.
And,
Yeah.
what's your degree?
Associate degree in business and in barber and cosmetology.
Yeah, his 40s.
Are you currently employed?
Yes,
What do you do?
I'm a barber full time.
And where are you?
I might interview him, y'all.
Bed and barbershop,
And where is that barbershop located?
338 McDaniel, Atlanta,
3:30.
Georgia.
Dang it. Hey, baby. How you doing?
And about how long have you been cutting?
Probably
5 years.
30 years.
30. Woo, you got some money then.
Non-stop?
Non-stop.
And
One of a kind. Y'all hit that like button for me, okay?
26 years.
Help me get my lights up over here.
how did you get your job at Anthem Barbershop?
Mr. George,
Does Mr. Jordan have a last name?
George Axel.
Is who owns the Anthem Barbershop?
Mr. George Axel.
Is he still with us today?
No, he's deceased.
Okay. And
Let's see, can I get y'all another light color?
now showing you states exhibit 690. And while that is being published, you'll see it on the screen momentarily. In what county is Anthem Barbershop located?
It's in Fulton County.
Oh, I
Okay,
didn't know that was food.
to your left, there's a string, and if you would be as kind to show what this screen can do. It's a smart screen. You can press these, and you can draw anywhere on it, and it'll put a mark on the screen. Okay. Can you please put an X next to A&M Barbershop if you see it? And, utilizing the state's exhibit, 6Y, do you see any other, barbershops that you know of on this same?
Yeah, this on McDaniel in
What other
McDaniel.
barbershop do you see?
Hair Unlimited.
And where is Harold Limited? Put a circle on it, where you see.
I told y'all, my side trail.
And, what color is Harold Limited?
Green.
Is it still green today?
No.
What color is it, if you know?
Cream, tan, brownish color.
Do you know what business or building, what business is next to A&M Barbershop in that same plaza? Next door?
It was a restaurant back then in 2015.
He said now.
Yes.
Was it good?
Yes.
And, what are your hours at, A&M Barbershop?
Narrowed then,
Well, what was it in 2015?
probably from 8 to 8. Now,
It money.
9 to 6:30, something like that.
Still good hour.
Oh,
Monday through Saturday, closed on Sunday. Always been closed on Sunday and holidays.
is there anything special about A&M Barbershop, sir?
Yes.
Tell the jury, please.
Mr. George Axel, I think he was the oldest barber. He was the number 2 barber in Georgia. It's the oldest barbershop in Atlanta.
Yep.
It's just like the country club.
When you say it's like the country club, what do you mean?
I mean, it's like everybody come there from all walks, all through the years, we're right in the AUC center, so anybody has came through in the barbershop.
Are there, excuse me, are there any buildings or structures on the opposite side of where A&M, Barbershop is located?
Yes,
Okay, what do you know that area to be located? What buildings or structures do you?
like across the street,
Yes, sir.
some apartments.
Okay. And earlier you said that Mr. George was the number 2 barber in Atlanta. What did you mean by that?
I mean, he was the oldest barber.
Okay.
The
He was
best
You know
barber.
how the first barber ever to get his barber license.
Okay.
He was number 2.
Hysterical.
Was he respected for that reason?
Mr. George respected for a lot of stuff.
All right, y'all, I'm gonna skip it a little bit.
The whole community.
That's what I want to get to. Right.
Football was on, and you know everybody talking about sports in the barbershop. So
That's right.
it was a fluent atmosphere.
You said what? It was what?
It was a fluent atmosphere. You know, everybody speaking on the sport the playoff was on. So
Is it fair to say he was happy?
yeah.
Look at the judge. Judge gave him look like, man, come on.
How long has nothing come to that barbershop? You know?
4 or 5 years, maybe 6 years.
After Mr. Thomas, after Judge, got his haircut, what if anything did he do in the shop? To your knowledge?
He paid for everybody haircut that was in there.
What? Big,
Talked about sports a little more.
big
There was a
money.
time that he left outside that barbershop.
Yes.
Do you know where if at all that he went?
It was about 7-ish. We were getting ready to close, so all the barbers, you know, pretty much cutting hair that was cutting. And Mr. George got through cutting that hair, and he got out the chair. So Mr. George, you know, he always do his little check before we get ready to close, go around and make sure things good. So he went outside to close the gate of the parking lot. He was like, who car's in the gate? So Nut car was parked inside the gate. So he pulled out the gate because we were getting ready to close.
Oh,
Not
man,
like
I be
that,
still
but
stay
we
off
were getting
and
ready.
excuse me, y'all.
So he pulled down.
I'm about to want to look at their head. Let me put it right here.
I am going to now show you statement
Jesus.
293 23 Yankee. And I'm going to go to the
Keep
6
trying to get in the camera.
minute and 20 seconds timestamp placement. And while that is being queued up, I want to ask you just a few questions about some of the things that you said for clarification. When you said that Mr. George was doing his checks, what do you mean by that?
I mean, like at the end of the day, a barber sweep around, check his chair, check his supplies, check the bathroom. But like I said, by being Mr. George Shop, he just checking his perimeter, going outside, looking at his other businesses, make sure everything good.
And did you all normally close around that time on that day or that Saturday?
I mean, at the end of the day, when Mr. George say, I think it's about time to get out of here, and everybody know what it is. Wrap it up.
All right. And
I mean, let's go.
were there still patrons, plenty of patrons inside the barbershop?
Yeah, but like I said, everybody was working to finish up what was in there.
Okay, so they're pretty
And
busy.
I am going to ask if we could go back just a few seconds further, maybe to the 6 minute mark on States Exhibit 293. Yes. Do you see, thank you. And for the record, Your Honor, to be sure, this is the 5 minute and 56 second timestamp on States Exhibit 23 Yankee. My apologies for not clarifying. Mr. Wise, utilizing the same tool that I showed you on the side, it still should be going. Can you circle the lot that you knew to be adjacent that Mr. George was going to close, the gate that you described?
So you should circle it.
Yes, it's
I
a
don't
circle.
see it.
Or put an X either one. All right, so you just place the circle on State's.
Oh, there you go.
Is that lot to the left or to the right of A&M Barber Shop?
To the left.
Okay, if I'm presuming that we're looking at this from this angle, directly at it from facing the business, is that to the left or to the right?
Oh, it's to the right. Yes.
And when that gate closed, did Nutt move his vehicle before that gate was closed that day?
Yes.
Okay, and can you, utilizing the same method that I showed you just a few seconds ago, can you place an X in the lot that he would have moved his truck outside of the gated area that you just placed a circle on the exhibit? Okay, all right. And is that area gated that you just placed an X?
No.
Okay. Is the area that contains the gate that you placed the circle a part of the business that was owned by Mr. George?
Say that again.
I'll rephrase. Did Mr. George own or control the area where you placed the circle?
Yes.
Okay. Did Mr. George own or control the area where you placed the X?
No.
Okay.
Like I said, that's way over there. That's in another territory. You're doing good. Keep answer the question, baby.
All right. After Nutt moved his vehicle, did he ever return inside of A&M Barbershop?
I don't think so.
And
Not for what we saw, he didn't.
what, if anything, took place, to your knowledge, after Nutt moved his vehicle from the gated lot to the open parking space nearby, adjacent to A&M Barbershop?
Once he moved his car, I cut a gentleman that was with him, and I got through with him. He got out the chair, he went out the door.
Oh, I saw him. He was so
I don't know
upset.
if it was somebody else that was with him getting a haircut at Hair Unlimited. See, a lot of time by the barbershop being so close and we friendly with each other, some patrons go there, some people go, everybody know it. So he got out my chair, he went out the door.
I saw him.
And after that, it was all over with.
I want to put a pin and come back to when you said it's all over with. You spoke earlier about Hair Unlimited Barbershop.
Yes.
And you said it was punished. Do you know the owner in there?
Yes.
Okay. Did you know how many barbers were there? Do you know?
No, I don't know.
But did you all go to each other's barbershops from time to time?
Yeah, Mr. George trained Herbert Parker. So he originally started working for Mr. George in our barbershop. He branched out and got his own, that was before I got there. So
I believe
Mr.
Nut
George
got set
only
up.
build, he build barbers, he build entrepreneur, he build men. He's just a good, he him.
He got set up. Allegedly. I wasn't there, so I had to use the word allegedly.
You stated that after he moved his vehicle, that it was all over. Can you describe and explain to the jurors today what it is that you mean by that?
We heard gunshots, so automatically everybody hit the floor. We heard a lot of gunshots. Even Mr. George hit the floor. He 83, 84 years old. So everybody hit the
Mr.
floor.
John know how to hit the floor, boy.
When the shooting was over with, we got up. So I peeked out the door by me being, and I peeked out the door to see what's going on.
I saw him. Yeah, I saw it.
And I see somebody laying on the sidewalk outside. So I go out the door. I'm the first one out the door. And I tell Reverend Foster came out the door behind me. Went down to the sidewalk and found out that it was Peanut he was shot.
Oh man, he hurt.
So I just went to try to render aid. Hollering back at the barbershop telling somebody to call 911 because somebody been shot. So once he been shot, D come out of his business next door to the barbershop. And he comes, so they trying to render aid on that. At this time, everybody coming out of everywhere. So they coming out of Hair Unlimited too. So everybody's coming out of everywhere. So asking that way he been hit at.
I stand in.
So Nut was alive. He was talking for a minute there.
Please don't respond to what I just ruled. Just move on. Ask another question, okay? All right, thank you, sir.
You said a lot there, and I want to pay. When the shots rang out, you stated that everyone hit the floor.
Yes.
Was anyone in your barbershop, that being A&M barbershop, hit by any of the gunfire?
No.
What, if anything, occurred after you heard the gunshots stop inside the barbershop? Did you all stay on the ground for a long period of time?
Some people ran in the bathroom, some people hit the floor, some no. There was a lot of going on.
Did any bullets or projectiles enter in A&M barbershop?
No.
And
Still supposed
after
to jump to the floor.
gunfire was shot, well, let me ask you this question. Did this gunfire last for minutes or a few seconds?
Okay, y'all, I'm gonna skip it a little bit. I'm gonna skip it a little bit because he's not really asking him no great questions right now.
For the right, but I'm saying up under, because we had to roll him over to see where he was hit. He was like up under his armpit, like toward the back. That was just one of the places, but I don't know overall how many where he was hit at, but that was just the main one.
Y'all moved him?
I know that they tried to apply pressure to it because that was the biggest one.
After you got up from where Nut was laying, Reverend Foster, you stated earlier that you went to see where the other group, what you call that.
Yes.
Did you see where they were hit?
Yes.
Where were they?
One of them was hit like in the stomach,
What that
and
man
the other one
said.
was hit like in the leg.
Mm. That's the video games.
Was there ever a time that emergency services arrived to that crime scene?
The police came first.
And
Just to me, it just seemed like it took forever for the ambulance to come.
did this seem like a fast moving situation or slow motion?
And y'all
It
right
just
there
seemed
in
like the
Atlanta.
ambulance took forever to get there.
That's how it was, y'all. Back then, the ambulance took to take it time.
When the ambulance finally arrived, were you still in the area where Nut was laying on the ground?
Well, by this time, like I said, the police the first one there, so they moving everybody back. And then, trying to see which part is the crime scene, but I think they put up the yellow tape trying to keep people out of the crime scene.
Yeah.
But when the ambulance did come, the first one came and they got Nut, they put him on the gurney. And then the police already was telling them that it was some more people that were shot. So they already had to call for some more paramedics.
Should have had got that call anyway, that they need more than one.
But I did, like I said, I seen it from the time we're trying to see it through. From the time they told us to go inside, because by this time everybody was there, the police, the ambulance, and it was a fully involved crime scene. So they told everybody to go back inside their business so they can work the crime scene.
And at
They
the time
showed that
you were
video.
told to go back inside the business, so they could work the crime scene. Did you in fact go back into the
Yes.
business? And when you re-entered A&M Barbershop, is that correct?
Yes.
When you re-entered A&M Barbershop, what was happening inside, if anything?
I mean, it was chaos.
Chaos. Mm-hmm.
Just couldn't believe what had happened.
The time that you re-entered into A&M Barbershop, did anyone else inside there know that Nut had been hit?
Everybody knew. I mean, everybody came out. So it's like, like when something happened, it's just like anywhere. Police come, everybody trying to see what's going on.
What was the demeanor of the people that were inside? Oh, what was the reaction? You may answer that question.
Everybody was stunned and shocked that, that we just got through serving these customers and then
And
this happened.
they did unalive. It's crazy.
Did any of the customers that were in the shop leave out by the time that you had returned?
Yes.
I'd be
Is it
nuts.
fair to say that the people that remained were those that worked there?
Yes.
After you were instructed by law enforcement to return back into the barber shop so that you work the crime scene, what, if anything, did you all do while you were inside?
I mean, to me, most of all, I just prayed because I just know the situation wasn't good. It's just like being in the middle of a conversation. And the first name you're going to call on is Jesus, because it was a bad situation.
Yeah.
It was just a real bad
They was out
situation.
there minding their business, and somebody
How
came
long
through
did
there.
you stay at the shop that evening?
They let me get it, probably about 12. They let me leave out, because it was kind of wrapping up, but I might have used out about 12-ish.
When you say you eased out, did that mean you didn't ask them for permission?
Now it's like that they work in the crime scene and they might release this end before they do the North Side Drive end, because the whole street was a crime scene. So that's why they might have let this end out before this end.
I want to go back, before we continue with where we are, I want to go back to when you indicated that Nut went out to move his car because you wanted to
Okay.
close it.
Let me
Was
hear
there
this.
ever a time, to your knowledge, that the gate on the other parking lot that is to the right of A&M Barbershop was actually in fact closed?
To the right, there's no gate to the right. The only gate is to the left.
Well, if I am facing with my back to A&M.
Okay, so
To to the left,
Yeah.
did that gate ever close?
Yes,
Okay. Who closed it, do you know?
Mr. George.
Mr.
Were there
Judge
any other
closed that
cars
gate.
left inside the gate when it was closed? Do you know?
I don't know because, I mean, we don't even focus on that now.
In between, I'm going to direct your attention to State's Exhibit 284 Yankee Golf. And I'm going to provide you with a wooden pointer. And I'm going to ask you a few questions. This area where you see the number 49, do you know what that business is?
It was a restaurant also.
Okay. And I'm gonna ask you, do you know what this building is?
Hair Unlimited.
Okay, and do you know what this structure to the right of the building that has the 49 on it is?
This is our building, but this is the restaurant. The first one to the left.
Okay.
He just told you that.
And to the right is the A&M Barber Shop.
And to your knowledge, do you know if there was any other vehicles inside this open space where the number 49 is on State's Exhibit 284 Yankee Golf?
Yes.
And do you know what vehicle or whose vehicle that was?
It was the people that own the restaurant. They parked right there.
Okay. And do you know, to your knowledge, when you exited the building outside of the front of Hair Unlimited, if there was another vehicle that you recognized?
Yeah.
Did you know whose vehicle that was in it at all?
Yes.
Okay, whose vehicle was that?
Mr. Parker, he parked right there, and then Mr. Sam, they parked. They always park right in front of the
OG's
barber shop.
part right there.
Okay.
No, one, then two.
And where was utilizing State's Exhibit again, 284 Yankee Golf, and utilizing the wooden pointer that you have in hand? I'm gonna move my back so that the jurors can see. Can you use? the
Okay,
wooden
y'all,
pointer
what I'm
to
gonna
show
do
where,
with him right there,
nut
I'm
would
gonna
have
go
been
ahead
laying,
and skip because I seen it earlier. But this the part I wanna hold on, cause we're not gonna use him anymore. But I definitely want to hear from the other guy who coming up next too, the
open
witness.
space where the number 49 is on State's Exhibit 284 Yankee Golf?
Yes.
And do you know what vehicle or whose vehicle that was?
It was the people that own the restaurant. They parked right there.
Okay. And do you know, to your knowledge, when you exited the building outside of the front of Hair Unlimited, if there was another vehicle that you recognized?
Yeah.
Did you know whose vehicle that was in it at all?
Yes.
Okay, whose vehicle was that?
Mr. Parker, he parked right there, and then Mr. Sam, they parked. They always park right in front of the barber shop. 1, 2.
Okay.
No, one, then two.
And where was utilizing State's Exhibit for Yankee Golf and utilizing the wooden pointer that you have in hand? I'm gonna move my back so that the jurors can see. Can you use the wooden pointer to show where Nut would have been laying when you found him on the ground?
Right.
I sure we
Was
can
there a
see.
vehicle that was close by to him on in that parking lot?
To the parking lot was his. They said it was his car.
Okay.
But to the street, that was Sam's car.
Okay. All right.
Them people in Atlanta keep it straight up, baby. I don't mess around.
Did you speak with him today?
Yeah, they came in the barber shop and they got all our names and IDs and everything. You know, they did a little investigation.
Was it one or more than one officer?
More than one.
Okay. Do you remember any of the names of the officers that you spoke
No
to?
names.
It's fair to say this has been a long time.
But it's been super long.
Well, they did their
Do
job.
you recall ever seeing any shell casings around or about A&M barbershop?
No.
Do you recall seeing any shell casings around or about where the end of the restaurant connected to A&M barbershop is located?
No.
Okay. Was it daylight or nighttime on the day of the incident?
It was night.
And where did you go after you left the barbershop that night?
Home.
And to show you States Exhibit 292 Yankee Alpha. Now, this video has already been admitted in evidence. And I'm going to ask Ms. Knight to play the video, and if you would be as kind, when or if you see any persons that you can recognize, would you please
We
say
can't even
so,
see
say as much
nothing.
when that happens?
Nothing but a bat, a wide bat.
Okay.
Jesus. Here we go. Here we go. Look, y'all remember we just saw this yesterday. There haven't been no shooting yet, y'all. It's gonna be over in this area. So, must be net.
Right, at this time, I'm going to fast forward this state's exhibit, which is 292 Yankee Alpha, to the timestamp of 8:08, such as not to play.
Here go Nut and his boys, y'all, standing out here.
And
See, camouflage.
if you put 8:08, yes.
And there go the man who gonna come up next.
Where do you see that on the screen?
That got on camouflage.
Okay, if you is kind with the state's marking tool on this smart board, would you be as kind to circle where you see nut in camouflage on this exhibit, please?
But you gotta go back, cause it went on and then it stopped.
You can go back to about 5 minutes and 59 seconds, I believe it was.
I got a small screen too. I'm not eating, y'all. I'm just pressing my mouth so y'all so nosy. Come on. Come on. Mr. Cuckable, come on. That's the state doing it. Glansville.
You said put a circle around it.
Yes, if you is kind to place a circle, it should still be able to do it. No, it's not actually because the screen was canceled out. So if you can do it now, you can put a circle around where you see. Do you see anybody else in this frame?
There go Nut, y'all.
This is still of this segment of the States Exhibit 292 Yankee Alpha at timestamp 6.
And they ain't doing it but standing around talking.
Did you recognize?
No.
Okay. I'm going to actually clear the screen from the circle that you placed on the smart board, and I'm going to ask Ms. Knight to place States Exhibit 292 Yankee Alpha from 8:08 timestamp. And then from there, if you is kind to identify any persons that you know or recognize, should that be the case.
And then, to be honest, he didn't have to be targeted. They could have just been shooting over that way. Drive-bys normally, usually happen.
Still just see nut with camouflage.
That there. Nut wasn't the only one got hit.
How many people do you see on the screen at this time?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What are they standing next to?
SUV.
Watch this, y'all. Let's see who's gonna lead that go nut. Keep the camera rolling. Oh, wait, see, that's just a drive-by.
What did you just see happen, if anything, on State's Exhibit 292 Yankee Alpha around or about the 842 time, just after the 842 time stamp?
Somebody shooting, everybody running.
Drive-by, baby.
Um, Now we may continue playing from the 842 timestamp.
That's somebody
The
that
vehicle was closest
targeted
to the
them.
passenger side of the SUV that you described. Is that the vehicle that you were speaking about belonged to the restaurant?
Yes.
Out there chilling, minding their own business. And you, when you from back then in Atlanta, they was good at that, y'all, with them drive-bys. And look at him, he leaves. He left. Where about it? Okay, that car right there left. Not saying he had nothing to do with it, but he turned around and he went that way. Now, where's Nut and everybody at? And he come out, he looked down here at them, so he must
Who is, do you recognize the person that is kind of limping on the screen?
It looked familiar.
see he went past them.
You see me?
Well,
There.
you said recognize people that I see the. I seen me.
Okay.
He said, I see me.
And do you recognize what you were wearing at that time?
Not really. I mean,
This after the shooting.
dark clothes. And I see.
The people coming out the barber shop after
When you
ducking.
see yourself again, say so. It's not your fault.
I don't know why I keep catching cramp in my stomach.
Do you see yourself at this point?
Yes, right.
Okay, awesome. Where you
But
go?
you gotta go back. You know, when past it. Right now, you see on the screen. That's Reverend Foster.
Who is that? Could you please circle Reverend Foster? It ain't my house.
Well, Foster about to go, ain't it? So much was going on, y'all.
Is the person you just circled Reverend Foster?
Yes.
Okay. Could you clear the screen using that garbage can next to you on that same, yep, all right? And you said we would have to go back to see?
And I see. Well, yeah, Reverend Foster and the D was standing right behind the one that was helping the aid.
Okay. So we play from here?
And the guy who shot y'all had on a mask and he stuck his hand out the sunroof. So it was planned. It was planned. So who put their hit out on them guys at this truck? And shot more than one time. Nut did. Still not saying that he was targeted because a lot of them got shot. A lot of them got hit. Okay, come on, y'all messing around. Let me skip this. Okay, let's go. Now this the witness. This is the other witness that interests me. This dude right here. His yeah, this who I want to hear. his testimony gonna add up with the
Where's
guy who
Andrew?
just got come from
Good
up there.
afternoon, Mr. Andrews. How you doing?
All right.
Can you tell the jury where you're from?
Child home,
Uh,
Atlanta, Georgia,
okay. What part of Atlanta is it John Hope,
Castleberry,
Castleberry?
yes,
What are some other neighborhoods around Castleberry?
Mechanicsville and Pittsburgh,
Okay. Now,
From
what was the street that you grew up on?
Northside Drive,
Is that the north? Is there a McDaniel Street near Northside Drive?
yes, sir.
Where did you go to school in that area?
I went on John Kerry, I went on Kennedy Middle School,
Okay.
What about the high
And
school?
you have any siblings?
yes,
How many?
5,
Are you the oldest, youngest, or
the youngest,
youngest? Now, do you still live near that area today?
yes, I'm close by,
Growing up in that area, did you get to know a lot of the people that lived in Castleberry near Northside Drive?
yes, sir,
Do you know that area in terms of businesses and shops in that area?
yes, sir.
Are you familiar, well, let me ask you this before that. Growing up, what did you do for a living?
I sold drugs,
Okay? What area, what part of the city?
Tell the truth.
Sell drugs?
on McDaniel Street,
On McDaniel Street?
yes,
What part of McDaniel Street?
right now by the Texaco,
Okay.
Y'all just saw
How often
Texaco.
would you be out at that Texaco on McDaniel Street back then?
by 8 o'clock to around about 7 or 8 o'clock,
So is that 8 in the morning till 7 or 8 at night?
yes, sir,
How many days a week?
probably about 5 or 6,
Being out there 5, 6 days a week, did you get to know other people who frequent that area?
yes, sir.
Now, did you have any convictions in the past 10 years?
Yes.
What do you have?
Criminal damage.
So property, death by taking, does that sound right?
Yes, sir.
Is that from 2023, does that sound correct?
Yes, sir.
And you have a 2018 possession of marijuana with intent to shoot.
Yes, sir.
Now, how many years would you say that you sold drugs or spent time at Texaco?
About 10.
Oriented back to January 10th, 2015, was that a
That's
time
all he know.
in that area a lot?
Yes.
Did you ever know the owner of that Texaco gas station?
Yes, sir.
Remember his name?
Gary.
Did you ever know any of the barbershops near that Texaco?
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna publish Stacy Exhibit starting in 1980. So Mr. Hendricks, there's gonna be a photograph that comes up on your immediate left. Would you tell me if you recognize that location?
That's McDaniel Street.
Is that the Texaco you were just discussing?
Yes, sir.
That's the Texaco.
What barbershops are nearby that Texaco?
Mr. George and Lord Barbershop.
And which barbershop did you go to in either of those?
Mr. George,
How long did you go to Mr. George's barbershop?
since I was a little boy.
Now, who would cut your hair at Mr. George's barbershop?
Mr. George,
Why did you go to Mr. George?
he always all cutting my hair since I was.
Did you get familiar, get to know people that also went to Mr. George's barbershop?
Yes, sir.
Would you ever spend any, other than the Texaco, in between the Texaco and the barbershops, in the parking lot or sidewalk?
Yes, sir.
Did you get familiar with people who would hang out in those locations?
It wasn't nothing but the regular people from the neighborhood.
If someone who wasn't a regular person from the neighborhood,
That's where them is hanging.
or not speak out?
They won't stick out like that. Cause really everybody from the neighborhood gonna be right though.
You
Yeah.
had someone who's from outside the neighborhood, did you recognize that?
Yeah, you'll recognize them quick. Everybody get to looking like who that is.
Are you familiar with Cleveland Avenue in Atlanta?
Yes, sir.
Are you familiar with any street gangs from that part of the city?
Yes, sir.
Which ones?
Rock crew.
Any other?
There they go.
That's it.
Did you know any rock crew or YSL members in your time in the street?
Yes.
And you better not say
Oh,
that.
little boy, what?
What?
Yeah.
How did you end up knowing him? He from University. A lot of when they saw that on University, we went there.
Did you know anyone else other than Buffalo?
Wilbur Lee, that's his brother.
Okay. Now, when people from Cleveland Avenue or anyone in Rockville, Lysell ever hang out at Texaco,
No, sir.
would they ever hang out at the barber shop, Mr. George's, or here Unlimited, 330 Main Street?
No, sir.
I think Rock Crew was the problem.
2015, would people from Lysell, Rockville ever hang out at either of those three locations?
No, sir.
Did you ever know someone whose name is Donavan Thomas, also known as Peanut or Not, sir?
Yes, sir.
How did you know him?
Childhood friend.
What did you call him?
Nut, peanut,
Do you have any nickname for you?
Guido.
Childhood friend, you look like you older than him.
Besides, not.
No, sir.
If you had a ballpark, how old were you when you met Mr. Thomas?
About 15. He was about 13.
Did he grow up near where you did?
Oh, you
Yeah,
just 2
he stayed at
years.
the bottom. I stayed at the top.
And what do you mean by that? He said the bottom.
Bottom of the apartment in University Hall.
Did you all go to school together?
No, sir.
Did you know his mother was at?
Yes, sir.
How did you know her?
Like, we used to go down his house and play the game. We used to play in front of his yard and stuff.
Did you ever spend any time staying at Miss Edmonds' residence?
Yes, sir.
When was that?
When I had got shot the first time, I had stayed over there.
What year was that?
Like
Man, my side hurt.
12 or 13.
And
No, it was about 2010 when I first got shot.
And real briefly, what kind of situation was that? What happened?
I had somebody try to rob whatever.
Wait, there's an objection.
Your Honor, it's relevant to explain, you just mentioned being shot, so that's.
Okay.
All right.
Overrule the objection.
Mr. Hendricks, you may answer that.
Sir,
Mr. Hendricks, you may answer that question.
I didn't hear what he said.
He said, basically, you overruled the defense counsel's objection. So when you were talking about being shot the first time, what was the circumstances of that? What happened?
Oh, somebody tried to rob me.
He said that.
And after that, did you stay in his house?
Yeah, when I had got shot, I had left the house when I went on straight over their house.
Over their house.
They let you stay there?
Yes, sir.
Did you know Mr. Donavan Thomas Sr., that's father?
Yes, sir.
Now, where would not be this here from?
Mr. Jordan.
Now, back in, how often would you see Mr. Thomas? Back in January of 2015.
Every day. Every other day, he'll pull up.
And is that similar in terms of 2014 or 2013?
He will pulling up.
Now, back then, do you know what kind of car you got drove?
He had a GTO, red GTO, then he all painted.
Y'all don't know nothing about them
red,
GTOs.
then painted it black.
I had a green one.
Blue truck?
Yes.
I had a Pinto.
How
I
often
think my daddy had a
Peanut go to
white one.
that area
White
in Main Street?
GTO.
Does it every day. That home to him.
Now, would he take the same route to get there?
Yes, sir.
What was that route?
Coming off Metropolitan, coming from like the West End, you go up under the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when Mr. Thomas Nutt would get to the Dame Street area, how would people react to that? Would people know he's there or not?
They put it like that. When he ain't around, it be dead. Like everybody know when he pull up, everybody get to pop him up from everywhere. Everybody just pop up.
Did people recognize his car in the area?
We did, like the homies did like.
Wait, one second. Speculation? Mr. Sharp? Okay, I got it, okay. I'm gonna sustain the objection.
Mr. Hendricks, you just said that when Donavan Thomas arrived on the scene, everybody would come out. You remember that?
Yes, sir.
How is it that everyone would come out when he arrived on the scene? How did they know he was there?
Them all, like when he pull up,
Hold on, wait. Overruled. Now you can answer the question.
Thank you, Your Honor. You may answer this one.
well, like it'll be won't nobody be outside. Soon he pull up, like everybody know he there.
They didn't recognize his car
And you
then.
being in that, you would be in that area about 5 or 6 days a week. Is that what you testified to?
I sustain the question, Mr. Floyd.
Mr. Hendricks, were you out in that area often when Mr. Thomas would?
Yes,
How would people, would there be other, would you be the only person outside or would other people?
a lot of people be out there too.
How would they react when Donavan Thomas?
Yeah.
arrived at the location?
We gonna smoke. You know, they're gonna be outside smoking. We gonna get some blunts, go to the barbershop.
So y'all use him then.
Would people other than yourself recognize his car when you drove up the location you went to frequently?
I sustain it.
Like when
Hold on. You can't answer the question when I sustain it, okay? All right.
You don't make this man upset.
Mr. Thomas, well known in that area.
yes sir,
Was he well known in the city of Atlanta?
yes sir,
Did you ever know someone by the name, or your stage name is Lucha?
yes sir.
How did you know that?
When Lucha first came on the scene, he pulled up on me and told me to listen to him.
And when he said, told you to listen to him, was that mean?
Lucha, yeah.
Yes sir, and I told him that $1 million.
And who did you tell that's $1 million?
Nut, I told that to Nut.
Okay.
Have you heard Life and Lucci's music?
Yes sir,
Did Nut and Lucci have a relationship with one another?
yes,
Were they friends?
yes,
Uh-oh.
Were they close?
yeah.
What part of the city is Life and Lucci from?
Some here.
Do people in Summerhill and people in Castleberry know each other?
No,
I sustain the objection.
How
not.
close is Summerhill and Castleberry?
That about a 10-minute walk.
Yeah.
Now, did you ever know someone by the name, the stage name, Rich Homie Farm?
Yes sir.
How did you first know about him?
He used to pull up at Tesco with Mizey.
Is that the text call me?
All the stars in Atlanta.
Main Street.
Now, you said Mozzie, who's Mozzie?
Mizey from East Atlanta.
When you first saw him, was Rich Homie Farm, how old would you say he was?
He was about 16, 17.
16, 17 years old.
And did
Now they
Donavan
older
Thomas
men.
ever know or have a relationship with Rich Homie Farm?
Yes sir.
What was that relationship?
On some music.
Did he have a music relationship with Life and Lucci too?
Yes sir.
Now, Mr. Hendricks, is Donavan Thomas alive today?
No sir.
Where were you the day that he passed away?
I was right there on McDaniel Street.
You tell the jury how that day started. Did you?
I was just leaving my rooming house and I was going to get my haircut. I supposed to be going to the movie that night. So it was about 50 people out there, everybody rushing in the barbershop
Why were people rushing to the barbershop?
to get a haircut.
Was, did you, when you got to the barbershop, you remember around what time you got
Around about 6 or 7.
there? And when there's a lot of people at the barbershop, how does it work when you're waiting for a haircut? You have to take a ticket, you take your name, how does it work?
You got to just wait on your turn.
Now, did you wait inside or outside the barbershop?
Outside.
So how you know when your turn?
Was already been admitted as 6 Yankee, Your Honor. Mr. Hendricks, in a couple seconds, photographs will appear on that same screen.
I like he cool.
This is the barbershop.
Yeah, Mr. George barbershop.
And so you said that you were waiting outside when you were waiting for the
Yeah, on the side.
Did you see none out there?
Somebody that day?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Where was it?
He was in the parking lot right now.
I'm gonna publish what's already been admitted as 12 Yankee. Mr. Hendricks, another photograph, to your side. Do you see the area where you saw nut at after you came out of the barbershop?
Where are you?
And Mr. Hendricks, I'm gonna show you something real quick.
God, that go to barbershop. He trying to tell you that where it is.
Touchscreen.
Man, come on, you ain't need to.
So if you touch it, there'll be a red line. Can you circle where when you first saw Mr. Donavan Thomas, you knew it was not at the barbershop that day, or outside the barbershop? Did you see
Okay.
his truck? Where are you?
Mhm.
And did you walk up and greet him when you saw him?
Yes, sir.
What were you doing with them while you were waiting for your haircut?
We was smoking. We had got some, I had walked to the store and got some blunts.
What was it? Did you go to Mexico to get those?
Yes, sir.
Did you, when you got back, what was the mood like outside?
It was some bad, you could tell it was something in the air, how everybody was moving. It was some bad movement going on. You weren't feeling it.
Vibe.
How everybody was like they know what something was going on.
But somebody knew
Folks
something.
pulling off, they moving all funny, the bad movement.
How was, back at that time, like in the weeks and months before the day that Noah was killed, would you see him often?
Yes,
Was he moving any different in that time frame?
yes, like he felt something, like he wasn't acting like himself.
He knows
He
something.
it was something in the air.
Somebody wasn't making him feel comfortable.
Now, I'm gonna publish, Mr. Hendricks, what's been marked as, and already admitted as 292 Yankee Golf. Another photograph is gonna come up on that screen. Now, I'm gonna help clear this. I'm gonna ask you if you see.
That go nut right there, y'all. Right
Now, what
there.
were you wearing that night, Mr. Hendricks?
I had on on leather coat. I probably had on a t-shirt.
Do you see yourself in this photograph?
Nah, bro, I can't really tell, but I was in the area. I know I was right there somewhere, cause he was right there.
Do you see Donavan Thomas in this?
Right there.
Well, then where were you then?
Around him?
So where were you?
Mr. Hendricks, do you see someone with black leather jacket in this photograph?
Right there.
I can't really tell.
All right. I'm gonna, also, does Donavan Thomas have anything on his head?
Yeah, skull cap.
Is that what he had that night?
Yeah, black skull cap, I think.
Your Honor, I'm approaching the witness what's been already admitted as 215 Yankee Alpha.
Tell I can't see the PB
This
city.
counsel wants to see it. Okay.
And who is he standing right there?
Some gloves. I'm gonna ask you, to open this to see what's inside of it, and if you recognize it.
Put them on.
If you don't mind, sir. You can.
Put them gloves on, ball man. Surgical gloves. So him and Lucius hung around each other. But ain't that Young Thug Ops? I don't know. I thought they was enemies. So Lucius hang over there. He don't hang over there, but he was over there. Ew. Somebody was jealous of Donavan. I believe they were jealous.
I'm handing you what was inside of 215 Yankee Alpha. You let me know if you recognize that.
I don't recognize it.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I'll grab those gloves back.
He put them gloves on and everything and looked at their head and that's it. Okay, we done. We finished. Okay.
Now,
Moving on.
how close were you to Nut while you were standing outside waiting for your haircut?
I'm real close. All of them right. I think this neck. I think he had back then a haircut. I think he did.
That's what that man said.
And you said he had gotten his haircut. And was
Yeah.
outside?
Right. I think he did make it there now.
Now, while you were outside, was there anyone else you knew other than Peanut?
Yeah, it was a lot of us from the neighborhood. Some of them little boys from some hill right now who doing all the funny movement.
Oh.
Going back and forth. You can tell something was going on.
Okay.
Did you see anyone you knew was Tiger out there?
Yeah, he was out there.
How old would he have been back then?
Probably about 14.
Wow,
Now,
teenagers.
while you were standing, is this, the photograph that's on the screen, is this where, well, let me ask you this. While you were out there at this location standing next to Peanuts, did anything happen?
Somebody at night.
Correct.
Like, be honest, like, we standing right now, so him, gray Pontiac pull across. It slow rolled across. Before it happened, for the Pontiac pulled out, I told you about the funny movement going on, like, there was a call came through. So him, car had pulled out there when the Pontiac.
Y'all heard what he said. How in the world do he know a call came through? And he just said he was standing by Nut. You sure you went in on this?
Slow rolled across the barber shop. And then came out the T. They shot like 3 times when we want to see we got some guns. Soon they got right now by Nut. And when all the commotion happened.
I want to break some of that down. So you see how there's some headlights on photograph on screen? Was the car that you saw, was it coming that way down?
They were coming from Mechanicsville way. Where the railroad track is.
I know what he talking about.
So you see how there's that light pole in this photograph on screen, Mr. Hendricks?
I'm like, it came from that way.
Okay. The same way that car is traveling?
Yeah, it came from that way.
And what did you first, what stood out about the car you saw? I mean, in terms of what drew your attention to it?
It slow rolled across, man. First thing, it creeping across. Like on boys, you watching boys, anybody seen boys in the hood, you know it's a drive by.
Were you able to get out anything before?
I tried to get it out, but I get ready to tell them drive by. They was already out the one, at the T.
Wow.
When you say out the T, what do you mean by that?
At the sunroof.
What was the person out the sunroof doing?
He had a chopper with the mask over his face.
And did you see, what was that person that was with the chopper outside the sunroof doing? Were they looking around? What were they doing?
Like, basically, they were looking for their man, you know. You ride by, they say on the shooter, you ride by looking like, where he at? You hit right here just to make the crowd move, and you went straight at your target.
Now,
So you said he was a target?
When that car got closer to where Peanut was standing, was there more or less shots?
All the shots.
When you say a shot, what do you mean by that?
On the shot with a machine gun.
If you remember or recall about how many shots did you hear from that machine gun?
Probably about 100.
100?
After the shooting starts, what did you do? What did you get shot? Let me ask you that.
Yes, sir.
Where did you get shot?
In the back.
Wow.
Do you still have a scar there today?
Yes, sir.
So they wasn't
Did you
targeted.
initially realize that you got shot?
I didn't know I was shot at first.
What did you do immediately after the shooting?
I had laid, be honest, I had laid down the little tiger. I told him to play no move, play dead. You feel me? I had said it like he gonna get back up and hop and try to run.
And so you told little Tiger to stay down?
Yeah,
Was he shot as well?
he got shot in the leg.
So everybody got
I'm gonna
shot.
publish what's already been admitted is 15 Yankee. Mr. Hendricks, another photograph is gonna come up, I'll clear this.
I think the person who did the shooting was trying to send them a message. Because he didn't just shoot at Donavan, he shot at all of them. So he wasn't targeted.
Do you see the area where Blue Tiger went to after the shooting in this photograph?
We were right up by the car here. We were right up in the area somewhere.
So they don't get that.
To the right, on my right.
Did you call out for any help?
Somebody was on the ground. Everybody was already at though.
Initially, did people realize that you and Tiger were back there?
Yeah. Eventually, yeah. it took a little minute, cause everybody was still, cause it, like when Nut got shot, I seen the blood spit up out his mouth and everybody.
Now, I wanna go back to
That's sad, man.
14 Yankee, Mr. Hendricks. There's gonna be another photograph gonna come up. Do you see what direction or where did Nut go after he was struck?
He right here at the barbershop. He was going in Nord barbershop. He was back, he shooting, but he going back, he going try to get in the barbershop.
So
Trying
he,
to get the safety?
Right, try to get the safe.
so he was shooting too.
Use this marker and just draw a big circle to the area that.
But the door was locked. That man said the door was locked. That's right.
Did he ever make it inside the barbershop?
He shooting, he trying to open up, but somebody locked the door.
Yeah, they were scared.
Now, did you ever get any medical personnel ever come out to treat you that night?
I went to Grady. Basically everybody met up at Grady. I seen when they rushed Nut to the hospital. I was awoke. I seen when they brought him through.
You were already at grade?
Yeah, I seen when they were pushing him through.
And did you get there via an ambulance?
Yes, sir.
How long were you, or did you have to stay there sometime?
Yeah, I had stayed probably about a week.
Oh, so you
Now,
hospitalized.
I'm also gonna publish what's already been admitted as 223 Yankee. Another photograph's gonna pop up on that same screen.
Wow. I mean, everybody got shot. Wonder why who did it? They drive by. Want something to do, want to do something.
Do you recognize what that is, Mr. Hendricks?
Phone look like my phone. Yeah.
Did you lose your phone?
Yes.
I'm gonna also
Yes.
show you what's already been admitted as 216 Yankee. Another photograph is gonna come on the screen. Do you recognize that phone?
I don't know whose phone that is.
Probably not.
Now, after you got out of the hospital, did you still hang out or frequent in the Daniel area?
I had one on. I think I had one on my baby mama house.
Woo. He went out to his baby mama house. You tell my baby daddy. All right, now get quiet. Let me skip it a little bit. Yeah, I can't. Oh, Lord.
Mr. Thomas started firing shots as well.
After they shot first.
I understand. Do you know what kind of gun Mr. Thomas was shooting?
He probably had a 9.
Do you know that for a fact, or you speculate? You said he probably had a 9, so
I seen it. It was a handgun.
What did you say that? Why you getting mad? Yeesh.
to your recollection, were any of the other individuals that were out in that parking lot with you and Mr. Thomas, did any of those other individuals shoot?
No, sir.
Okay. I don't have any further questions. Thank you.
Mr. Adams. Yes, sir.
Come on, Adams. Come on, baby. Mr. Sharp, Mr. Adams, and Mr. Steele. He looking at Young Thugger. Yeah.
As long as it's just one. It's not more.
He looking at Thugger back there. He ain't bring up what the Young Thug name not one time.
Mr. Hendricks, I'm going to ask one more question. Do you know what happened to the gun that Mr. Thomas had?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay.
Somebody took it.
All right. Anyone on this? Oh, Mr. Matthews, sorry. Go right ahead, sir.
Come on, Chocolate.
Just one or two questions. Did you see a gun out there that I like to refer to as a big pistol, kind of large, black, with look like it may have a handle?
No, sir.
Did you see that gun?
Objection, Your Honor.
No, sir. What's the basis?
There's no facts and evidence of that.
Just ask him, did he see it?
Only big gun I seen.
Wait, just wait a second,
Ask-
I'll sustain the question as to form, you might be able to rephrase, sir.
You were out there for some time, in this,
He asked me, did I see a big pistol? Only big gun I seen when they came out that Bonneville at the chief. That's the only big gun I seen.
that's all I have. Thank you.
He answered the question anyway.
Good afternoon.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. My name is Doug Weinstein. I'm Mr. Kendrick's attorney. So you testified that the car stopped for about 20 seconds, correct?
Yes, sir.
What's your degree of certainty that it stopped for around 20 seconds?
It paused because they stopped where it was going. They already know what they target.
So why y'all didn't
How
run?
certain are you of that?
I was standing right there.
Okay. Is that the same degree of certainty you have with the respect to, you're saying that Mr. Thomas shot back?
They shot first.
I understand they shot first. Are you just as certain that Mr. Thomas shot back as you are that it paused?
I don't
for
think
around
he
20
shot
seconds?
back.
Just put it like that. When they shot him first, he got a chance to shoot his gun too. So when he's showing as he's spitting blood up.
Because you're standing right there, correct?
Yeah, I'm right there. He's showing as he's spitting blood up. He getting his shots off too.
Okay. Is that your same degree of certainty that it was a Pontiac?
It was a Bonneville.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Great.
Thank you.
Well,
All right.
Bonneville. Yeah.
Stay down, and you have any redirect?
No, Your Honor.
All right. May Mr. Henry be permanently or temporarily excused the witness?
Mr. Henry may be permanently excused.
All right, Mr. Andrews, sir, thank you for your patience with us. I'm gonna permanently excuse you as a witness. You don't have to come back. And
Look, he told the judge a peace sign.
Anybody except the attorneys in this case, okay? Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
They don't want him no more because he gonna tell on everybody. Yeah. Look at him. Bye. Get on that hand. They don't want him no more because he gonna tell what really happened.
All right, call your next witness. All right, summon Dr. Henninger, please.
Mm-mm. They don't want him no more. They needed him because he seen a lot. Why they want to get rid of him?
Dr. Henninger, good afternoon, sir. Sir, if you would please approach the witness stand. Once you get there, if you'd be so kind to turn and face Sergeant Ingram to be sworn as a witness before you sit down.
Yes. Okay. So, my name is Dr. Michael Henninger, and it's spelled Michael, and then Heninger.
He probably
Good
would.
afternoon, Dr. Henninger. How are you?
Fine.
Are you currently employed?
I am retired and
I
have
told you
kind of
you retired.
part-time job doing a little bit of what I've
I'm about to skip this. I want to hear about this case.
several times in just the last few days and weeks, and I recognize them.
And do they appear to be fair and accurate depictions of the autopsy that you conducted on January 11th, 2015?
Yes,
And we're looking at those pictures assist you in your testimony today about the injury sustained to Mr. Donavan.
they would greatly assist me.
You're right,
Many.
this time to say what I tender states exhibit 299 through
Sit down.
321 Yankee into evidence.
Any further objection to states 299 Yankee through 321 Yankee? Okay, all right, Mr. Shard, do you have a specific objection? All right, sir, so noted. It was discontinuing.
Doctor.
Madam?
Once you finish, permission to approach.
All right, they're admitted and may be published as you see fit. That's 299 Yankee through 321 Yankee. All right, did you wish to approach?
Yes, please.
All right,
We had one thugger who was shooting. I like to put his name and stuff. Hey, Miss Steele, you been a good boy today. Okay, let me. I'm about to skip this. I'm about to skip it, y'all, because I can't. If they ain't talking about nothing, let's go right here.
It died where he was at the scene of where this happened, not taken to the hospital, they would leave the clothing on. So that kind of all fits together. It tells me where to start.
Hold on,
These,
let me
these
back
medical intervention things. Let me see. I've done this before, but I don't.
Doug ain't came up in nothing yet. I don't even know
Okay.
why we on this, Rico. We him.
Okay, so this allows me to touch the screen. Okay, there's this arrow right here, this little red arrow. And then it's pointing to a little white hole. This is a hole in his shirt. And the shirt is black. Okay, so this is kind of whatever, except for this is a hole over one of the gunshot wounds. So the importance of this is for me to look at it and say, is there any soot or stippling on it? Of course, it's black, so it's really hard to see.
And were you able to determine if there's any soot or still?
I didn't see any on there, but it could be hidden pretty easily.
Now looking at, what's been admitted, Stacey's been 300 Yankees.
Okay, let's see, there's a way to,
So there should be a trash can.
right there. Okay, so now there's another, this is the same shirt. This shirt is.
I'm proud of Miss Love. She has really turned professional.
It's been cut
I'm proud of her.
here. Okay, and that's what you think about when you go to the emergency room, and they're gonna take people's clothes off in like seconds, you know, when they're in trouble. And, so they're cut in front. Okay, so this is the back of the shirt. So think about the back of my shirt. This is the left side, the back of the shirt. And there are two holes right here, but they're in kind of the axillary or the armpit area where magic clothing is, it can be folded. So, you know, if you have one bullet going through, it might go through two places. Okay. But there are two holes over there in the left part of this shirt.
Now looking at 301 Yankee.
Okay.
Is this the front of that same shirt?
Yeah, so you can see the front, and you see where it's cut.
Well, y'all, really, we're not seeing that since we're not seeing anything right now.
And you can see over here on the left.
Uh,
The holes aren't as evident there, but there is.
it's
kind of
nothing
this
else. They're not
reddish-
gonna show it. So, no use of us listening.
They tend to tear out, tend to be irregular, and they don't have abrasions. So this is an exit to that. This right here is kind of a perplexing one. It's close to this incision, but there's a pathway that comes down like this inside the body that connects, kind of jumps through, they cut through it, and it connects to that. Okay?
Okay, y'all, we're gonna start right here because the only thing he
This right
doing
here, if you take
is
the
talking
arm-
about the autopsy, but the main two witnesses was the second two guys. They was their story kind of add up. Now, the witness in the second, the last witness that we just saw, not the autopsy man, but the last witness said that he saw. We didn't see it, but his story does match up with the second witness. He said that Nut was trying to get in the barbershop, y'all, and they locked the door. The door is already locked, trying to protect the people on the inside. So Nut did try to come inside that shop where he think that he would have been safe. But the thing today is, I want to say this. Somebody would, that was a drive-by. Now that's what you call a drive-by. Now you think about YNW Melly when he said that those two guys, them two boys was in there in the car was shot, you know, and It was in Melly and Bogan, whatever his name. I got to get back to him. Anyway, I'm trying to compare this. That's a drive-by. What happened to Donovan? That's a drive-by. Now, what happened to uh Juvie and other guy, other young man? That wasn't a drive-by allegedly. The reason why I say that because Melly and other Borkins didn't get hit. But just notice on Donovan group, everybody got hit. That's a drive-by. So they don't know who drive by, but that's what they do. They didn't like they won't even bother nobody. So I don't know what was up to that. So I believe some guys came over in that area, like the guy said, they were moving strange. When people start moving funny, you really supposed to remove yourself. That's how it is in Atlanta. You know when to leave. You can feel it's strange how you can feel like we have park days in Atlanta. Now I go out there to the park early, they have they call park days. And you have a good time there. And I know when to leave. I know when to leave those park days. A lot of people just stay on that there, but I'm not from that side of Atlanta. So, I don't know. I know some of them people over there, but not everybody. But then I come home. I go walk around and visit the people I want to visit. Then I go home. So, all right, y'all. So, one day I might take y'all by the new barbershop. It's a new barbershop now. It's the color of the building is tan and green. So, but Tesco is still there. So that's McDaniel. So we'll drive by there one day to see what's going on over there. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. I'm out of here.